Hello, 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 everybody. Oh my God, what's up with the lighting? Okay, the lighting's good. I can do this. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome in. I am Carrie Lee. This is Into the Bliss 1717. And today is Transformational Tarot Tuesday. I do this every week on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. Holy crap, I've got these white, sparkly, twinkly lights going. And I love sparkles. They make me feel good. And I'm trying them out for the lighting instead of using like this blaring light. Anyway, off topic. I've got messages, you guys. This is really big. Spirit was so funny because obviously Tuesdays I like to dedicate to archetype, right? And I always ask Spirit what archetypes want to come out, which archetypes want to be seen by the viewers, today. What lessons do the viewers want to talk about and learn about today in terms of what's happening in their life? You know what I mean? And so I normally use Caroline Mace's archetype card deck. And I did pull cards from that, but I also was hearing Kim Kranz. And so for the very first time, I'm using Kim Kranz's archetypes from the Wild Unknown deck. This is a really badass mixed ass deck. I've been intimidated actually by using it because it's just, I don't know, like I'm just so impressed by her work. Anyway, let's get after it, shall we? I'm like rambling on. Anyway, a ramble on. Little Led Zeppelin for you. So I am speaking to a specific collective out there, like ego death. I'm just going to go right after it. I'm speaking to alchemists out there, okay? I'm speaking to a collective that knows how to alchemize the energies of our emotions, our feelings, and our thoughts, If you've ever heard of alchemy, you're probably thinking of turning lead into gold kind of thing, right? Well, we can also alchemize and shift energies from one pole to another, right? And so I feel like I am speaking to a collective that you have. Sarah, hello, my love. I'm so glad that you're here. It's like you're learning how to really alchemize and transmute and shift. For example, if you've been led by fear, which most of us have been led by fear for most of our lives or up to a certain point until we start this spiritual path, this awakening process, right? We become conscious of this awakening process. And it's like we learn and we realize that our thoughts, our emotions, and our feelings are merely energies, right? And we're not defined by those energies. They don't define who we are. Those energies actually move through us. Lisa, hello, my love. I'm so glad to see you here, babe. It's like we learn that those energies do not define us. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, so for example, if you've been led by fear, right? And you learn how to let love lead you. You know what I mean? You've got to let love rule. It's like I'm going to go into detail on this, but anyway, this is what's coming through so far for the alchemy. Like you guys are really learning how to transmute, how to shift from one emotion, feeling, or thought into another, right? Really learning how to rein in and be in governance of your emotions and feelings, not the other way around. Really learning how to rein in and control what the mind is filtering, because our emotions and our feelings are filtered through the mind. You know what I'm saying? Think of the mind as the processing, the processing system. Like think of it in terms of like technology in a computer. You know what I'm saying? So the second archetype that's coming through is martyr. So I feel like with this ego death, and I'm going to get to Kim Kranz's cards, okay, because they're badass mixed ass. What's coming through with the martyr is that you guys have like really not been in governance of your emotions and feelings for quite a while, right? It's like, self-pity is the shadow of the martyr, right? And I don't say that in a judgmental, condescending way. I feel like whenever we have dealt with any kind of trauma in our lives, any kind of childhood trauma, any kind of one-time trauma, anything that has really like seriously impacted you, like shifted you internally, right? When we go through the process of healing, it's 100% normal to you get into this place where you're led by that dark, you're led by that the fear, you're led by the emotions and feelings that have surrounded you, and it's normal to go let those feelings and emotions process through you, right? They work through you. What's not healthy and normal is to stay stuck in those feelings and emotions. And that's really a very classic, typical way that a lot of patients present. I am also a registered nurse. I've worked with mental health for most of my career, plant medicine, and I've gone through this myself. You know what I mean? The whole ego death. So the point that I'm trying to make is that we get so used to our baseline being in that, led by that fear, led by that sadness, led by that pessimism, right? That it becomes our baseline. And I feel like a lot of you have recently learned, like you're shedding this ego, right? You've learned how to really truly shift those feelings and emotion because you've done this inner depth work. You've really gone in layer by layer and peeled back, because we can only handle going through the healing process and the clearing of the vessel one layer at a time. You can't rush the process. I'm getting spiritual chills on the tops of my thighs. My guides are like, yes, 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 because I have always been one to try to pummel and rush through. I'm getting a visual of the Knight of Swords, like rush and pump through. Like I just want to hurry up and get through this phase. You know what I mean? It sucks and it's painful, you know? But anyway, slow and steady wins the race is the point that I'm making on that. But you're learning how to shift. You're learning how to shift from those feelings of pessimism into optimism. Okay. And so with that shedding, with that peeling back each of those layers, and like you're seeing the light, the clouds have parted and the sun shone through, and now I see the light, right? It's like you are feeling this. I mean, it's like literally this undeniable feeling of wanting to be of service, wanting to utilize the pain that you've worked through, that you've alchemized, right? And I just feel like there's something that is brewing in terms of something that you want to create, something that you want to bring out to other people. Like you want other people to feel as good as you feel now. And so this martyr, this light attribute of the martyr is really figuring out and learning and discovering that through your pain, through your clearing of the vessel, through the soul work that you've been doing, it's like now you see that, wow, I feel amazing. I know that I am in control and I have the power within myself to control the thoughts that I'm thinking, to control, not control the emotions to a point where you're avoiding them. It's like you're in control, letting them move through you. You're not avoiding them anymore, because a lot of us have run from these emotions and feelings out of sheer terror. Like, I don't want to be stuck in the abyss of depression. I don't want to be stuck in that trauma anymore. I just want to go, 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 right? So you're really discovering how to be not only of service to yourself, but you have this strong desire to be of service to other people. So I'm going to go into Kim Kranz's. Ooh, I'm getting chills on that one. I'm going to go into the two cards that came out from Kim Kranz's book. Again, really, really beautiful deck. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful deck. So the King came out. The King. And I'm not talking about Elvis. Okay. I don't know why that just came through. So the King in this particular situation, my loves, it's like giving me emperor energy, divine masculine energy. So we all have divine feminine and masculine energies within us. Okay. And I feel like I'm definitely speaking to a collective where you have been hyper masculine your whole entire life. Now, I could be speaking to a female or a male out there. All right. But it's like, you have really like the emperor, for instance, in the emperor's light, in their desirable ways, like the emperor leads with benevolence. The emperor leads, making decisions and choices that are for the betterment of everyone involved. And it's like when the emperor is wounded within us, especially if you, whether you identify as a female or a male, I don't even want to go there. If you have a wounded masculine within you, or you have a wounded feminine energy within you, usually the masculine energy is what they're supposed to do is provide this inner security, this inner safety, so that the divine feminine within us can actually create and be playful and be fun and be led by the light, right? And so the emperor within us allows the empress within us to do so, right? But when the emperor feels like the empress is in danger and the empress isn't safe, right? The emperor will block us. The emperor will shut us down. The emperor can actually become like, have this really cruel narcissistic tendencies, like the way that we speak to ourselves, the way that we think about ourselves, our belief structures, right? So I definitely feel like, again, when we're talking about ego death, ooh, I'm getting chills on that. It's giving me this semblance of the emperor and the tarot deck, but also the king of wands, fire energy. It's like, and fire definitely correlates to that ego, right? And so I feel like a lot of you have been experiencing, or you are about to experience, an ego death, shedding these layers of these wounded masculine and feminine energies. It's like this is a time that we're heading into in 2025, 2026 of the divine feminine rising, right? Because we've shifted over from the Piscean age. We're shifting into the Aquarian age, right? We're going from an unhealthy, undesirable, unhealed, masculine led world into a feminine led, mothering, nurturing, creative, playful, right? So, okay, that was really cool. I wanted to just read this really quickly. It's like, okay, so it's like, once the king's relationship to divinity is broken or challenged, he often acts from a place of fear, scrambling to uphold his image and power. And what was I talking about earlier in terms of being led by fear? So I feel like you've definitely alchemized, guys. You've alchemized this energy of being led by fear. And now you're letting yourself being led by love and an act of service, not just to yourself, but to others. You're letting the divine feminine within you lead you. You're not running from your feelings and emotions anymore, which I really, really love that. So the other card that came out from Kim Kranz's deck, and I think that this is really poignant, initiation, Thanatos. This is all about the death and rebirth cycles. I'm speaking to a very specific collective. Like, you were born into this world, your soul's blueprint was born with the key codes that are activated for you to be able to really be that alchemist, like a group of light workers that really, like, you know how to transmute and shift this energy. You're not afraid of the dark because you know that you have the power within you to sit in that muck and transmute it into light. And a lot of us are here to also do that. And so you're built with these soul key codes that allow you to basically, you know, really embrace and embody the death and rebirth cycle. We all have that ability to some extent, right? But I'm just speaking to some of you out there. You have a very specific journey ahead of you. You have a specific role in terms of leadership, in terms of leading other people and guiding them on their paths as well. So without further ado, my loves, it's like, I forgot to say this. I want to say this because I feel like it's important. With this Thanatos card, when you're able to really embrace and embody the death and rebirth cycle, you know what I mean? It's like you have literally faced the darkest parts of you. You have faced even beyond the shadow. Like, you've gone beneath the shadow within your subconscious and faced what scares the shit out of you about yourself. You know what I mean? And a lot of times these things are carried over from past lives. You know what I'm saying? And so the point that I want to make with that is, I hope that you're celebrating how powerful and how loving and how courageous you really are. Because when you can face those parts within you, those deepest, darkest parts that you were running from for how many years, and you finally face them. I'm seeing the 10 of Swords in my mind's eye right now. And you finally stopped running and you finally stopped facing it. You realize, I'm getting chills on this, that you can face anything that comes your way. You can face anything because you've learned to provide that security within yourself. As the emperor, as the king, as the masculine within you, you have learned to provide security and safety within yourself so that your divine feminine can lead. So without further ado, isn't that funny? The Knight of Swords is on the bottom of the deck. Let's go ahead and dive deeper into the tarot, my loves. Thank you so much. If you're still with me, always appreciate, like, follow, and subscribe, my loves. Spirit, what wants to come in for? What do the viewers want to know about in terms of this ego death, in terms of transitioning from being led by fear, being led by light? What is going on in their life right now? that would really deeply resonate for them. What do they want to know about spirit? What's been going on in the past, what's happening in the present, and what's coming in for them over the next 4 weeks, please and thank you. Three. Whew. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. I'm hearing the song, when you wish upon a star, makes no difference who you are. When you wish upon a star, your dreams come true. Because you know what happens when we actually heal the masculine and feminine energies within us, and we actually do that shadow work, we do that inner child work, and we actually integrate. Instead of fighting each other within ourselves, they are integrated together and they work together, right? What happens is you become a super freaking badass manifester is what happens. I feel like that's definitely something to talk about. All right, let's see. Back end energy. Yep. Wow. Overarching energy, the wheel. Back end energies. Yep. 5 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn's in the past, baby. And the 4 of Swords. Wow. Wow. King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck after I said that. What did I just literally say about the fact that when you integrate your masculine and feminine energies, that you're basically turn into an absolute super manifester, right? Okay, so hold on a second. I'm just like, where do I go? Where do I go? Let me look at this energy really quick. This is really cool. Yep. Okay. What's awesome, guys? Page of Cups. This is what the collective. You can see my sparkly lights in the Page of Cups, and that's so cute. Aww. So you guys, the collective, showing up as the Page of Cups, and I really, really like this. Pages are youthful. Pages are young. Pages are students. They haven't mastered things quite yet. And I feel like as the Page of Cups, there's a couple things going on. I got a 2-for-1 message going on here. Number one, you're showing up really learning how to allow yourself to feel your feelings and emotions without feeling shame, without feeling like you can't express them or like you feel like you have to hide them. You know what I mean? And again, when you're dealing with lots of past trauma, you could have been made to feel like you couldn't express yourself. Maybe you were told to shush up, you know what I mean? Or don't speak unless you're spoken to kind of energy, right? And so whoever was speaking to you like that, your masculine energy within you started talking to yourself like that, the inner dialogue. Anyway, I feel like you're learning how to really work with your emotions and feelings, right? And when we can do that, my loves, right, we can start letting that light playfulness, that feminine energy within us kind of lead us, right? This is the second part of the message. We're really allowing ourselves to create. We're really allowing ourselves to be more creative in every aspect of our life. You don't have to just identify as an artist on some level. You're letting yourself be creative with the way you cook. You're letting yourself be creative with the way that you speak, dress, the way you're doing your hair, your makeup, whatever. Put it to wherever it fits with you. But you're really starting to allow yourself to sink in and acknowledge, I am a co-creator. That's freaking huge. So what's happening, what's been going on in the past, I like this energy very, very much. You've been learning the lessons of temperance. Okay. You've been learning the lessons of temperance. Now, this is Archangel Michael. I'm getting chills on the tops of my thighs on this. That's a confirmation for someone out there. It's like, this is the ultimate tarot card that represents alchemy. It's one of several. Actually, what's coming to mind is temperance represents alchemy. So does the star card, and so does strength. Okay. But when we're talking about this, you've been so divinely guided and protective, my loves. You have been led the whole time. And I think a lot of you are coming into that realization now, like, holy crap, I've been divinely guided this whole time. I've had this intuition, these clairs popping off, my clairvoyance, my clairsentience, claircognizance, clairaudience. Like, it's been leading me this whole time and I didn't realize it. Maybe you thought it was mental illness. Maybe you thought it was anxiety. Maybe you thought, it was depression. but maybe these were things that these were inner knowings, inner guidance being spoken to you. In terms of alchemizing, you've been learning how to tap into your emotions. You've been healing. You've been alchemizing from one pole to the other, finding the middle ground between fear and love, finding the middle ground between doing and being, right? It's like making choices and decisions in your life that keep you in balance, keep you anchored in the present. And heading into 2025, heading into 2025 and 2026, I can't even I got to stress this. It's like things are going to pick up. The pace, the energies are shifting. Okay. I'm not an expert when it comes to astrology, but I saw this video. It actually popped up on my feed, and I'll link it into the description box. It was basically a guide, a message and guidance confirmation from my guides to me. Braca Goldstein. And if I said her name wrong, I'm so freaking sorry. I literally have never seen anything from her before. I've never watched anything from her before. And all of a sudden, a video of hers popped up on my algorithm on YouTube. And the title was about what was coming in astrologically significant in 2025 and 2026. The date of the video was 2022. Okay. So when us readers are out there talking about timeless readings, and these readings can pop up on your algorithm at any time, that is a perfect example of your guides getting a message to you. Okay. So anyway, the point is Braca was speaking on, and I'll put the link to that reading in the description box. She was talking about how we are shifting from earth and water energy, which is very slow, which is much more slow moving, right? And heavy and dense, into air and fire energy, which is super fast. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock. Tick, 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 tick. You're progressing on. So what that basically means is how important it is to learn this lesson of temperance, to learn how to find the stillness within yourself, to learn what makes you feel grounded and centered within yourself, because things are going to be speeding up on the external. Okay. And it doesn't slow down for us. It's up to us to really learn how to cultivate that inner calm in the chaos. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of you have been learning that lesson, right? Page of Cups. And so what that means, you're getting really big clarity. There is the Ace of Swords. You're becoming very, very clear on how important self-care really, truly is. And when I say self-care, that can mean whatever it means to you individually. It's going to be different for you versus what it is for me. You're also taking your power back. You took your freaking power back. You took your power back from the shadow within, from the devil within. You've been working on healing your inner child, right? You're very clear on what your next steps need to be. And if you haven't gotten that clarity yet, you get the clarity when you find your center and you get quiet within, right? So excellent work, my loves, on building into that. Now, what's happening right now in the present, and I really dig this, like big time, okay? I've got the Ace of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and I've got the Five of Wands. I'm like, basically with this Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're recognizing opportunities are coming in, all kinds of opportunities in this earthly realm. For some of you, there are new people entering into your life, because as you've cleared out your vessel, you've had to let go of a lot of people. Or people have let go of you because they can't handle the new version of you. And that is completely 100% normal. I have so many readings. It's in my transformational tarot playlist. It's linked in the description box that discusses those very similar themes, right? So I feel like new people are coming into your life. I feel like new opportunities in career, new opportunities. I was talking about, like, through your pain, through your experiences, I feel like a lot of you are really bringing forth some type of a new creation, product, offering, service, art, whatever it is. Like, you're bringing it out into humanity. And this is a product and a result of all the inner work that you have done. And it is going to be so helpful and powerful. And it's coming from your creativity. So what's really important right now in the present, see, I talked about learning how to tap into your emotions and feelings, learning how to let yourself be playful and creative and curious and unapologetic for it, right? It's like, it's like you have really, I feel like a lot of you right now too, this 5 of Wands. For some of you, again, I was just talking about the fact that you've had to let a lot of people go. You've had a it's coming through fast. You've had a lot. God, I can't talk, you guys. You've had to let a lot of people go, right? Because there's just so much drama involved in the situation, external drama, and you're just like, I'm not tapping into that anymore. This is also about ego shedding, the 5 of Wands, right? Ego shedding, this inner dialogue, right? That basically it's like think of the devil energy or the shadow energy, the inner saboteur coming out and telling you, well, you're not good enough to do this, or you can't do that, right? So I feel like you're definitely overcoming. I feel like you're overcoming this internal dialogue, this drama. You're shedding instead of being led. Oops, sorry. Instead of being led by this drama, right? This fear. And like a lot of us being stuck and frozen, procrastinating as a result of it. It's like you're learning how to focus, alchemize, right? And focus on the creativity. I heard another thing today that was really, really poignant. Not today, yesterday. It's like when we're consuming, when we're over consuming, whether that is over consuming social media, over consuming TVs, movies, over consuming food, sex, whatever, you feel those depressive symptoms come back. You feel the anxiety come back. You feel this energy of comparison and envy, right? And so the answer to that, to alchemize that, is to let yourself be creative. Shift. If you feel those energies, do stuff that makes you feel really juicy and joyful. Get into your music, get into your art, get into your dancing, get outside by the ocean, whatever it is that really brings you into your center. Work on your projects, work on your endeavors. If it brings you joy and satisfaction and you're not hurting anyone, damn to hell with everybody else. That's how you're learning how to alchemize and shift that. And I feel like because you are doing that, you're focusing on what you're trying to create. You're focusing on the things that bring you happiness, right? That make you feel really, really good. And you know these things are going to be so beneficial to other people. It's attracting other people in your life. It's attracting other opportunities, because when we emulate the graces of gratitude and we emulate the graces of joy and love, like when we are emitting that, think of yourself as a walking transmitter. When you are exuding those energies, they are going to come right back to you. So I really, really love that for you. What's coming in, it's like, yeah, I've got the 5 of Cups in the back end energy. 55 could be significant. Change, change, change. It's like you are shifting away from negative thinking. You're shifting away from pessimism. You're shifting away from what has happened in the past, because you realize you've got those 2 cups. What does the 2 of Cups mean in tarot? It's about coming into alignment with yourself. It's about coming into alignment with the universe. It's also about another offer coming into you, someone or something that really is aligned with your soul, that's going to be super, super fulfilling, right? There's going to be connection there. There's going to be reciprocity there. I really like that. There's been a lot of healing and recovery in the back end energy. You've learned how to chill out and relax. You've learned how to just be instead of having to do. You know, that's part of alchemizing. That's part of learning, right? So I really, really like, I feel like I'm all over the board. I've talked about this so many times, the overarching energy, the Wheel of Fortune. It's like 10 is a number of integrating. It is, you're in between an ending, number 9, and in between this new beginning, this new path, right? And I just feel like, again, I've talked about this so much. It's so important to not stay on the outskirts, not be involved in external drama, not be involved in your own internal drama. It's so important to do everything that you can to stay in the center, to stay in the eye of the storm of change, of divine chaos, because divine is shifting things around you. And I feel like a lot of really great things are coming in for you. It's like I've got, over the next 4 weeks, I've got the Justice card. Okay. So again, between having the Wheel of Fortune and the overarching energy and the Justice card coming in over the next 4 weeks, it's like the karmic scales are balancing in your favor because you have gone through and cleared the vessel out on these karmic lessons that you needed to learn. And so you've been shedding the ego, and you're not going to just have one ego shedding. As we go through layer through layer through layer and we level up, right? The more lessons come in. So I feel like what's happening over the next 4 weeks for you is, I don't know, for some of you, I feel like in terms of legalities, when I see the Justice card, it's like for some of you, I feel like legal situations are going to be coming to an end. Some of you are divorcing. Some of you are, you're divorcing, you're dealing with real estate is coming through. I feel like others of you may be getting married, maybe not even necessarily married, but maybe you're signing a lease together. Maybe you are, moving in together and leveling up together. You could be dealing with a Libra that's going to be coming into your life. Relationships are really important for you right now. 11 energy is also about being on the spiritual path and like catapulting, like streamlining, like your spiritual path, the transformation path has been really, really relevant for you. And so relationships, Libra is ruled by Venus. Venus just went into Aquarius. And it's like one thing I have learned about that, my Venus is in Aquarius. It's like values are very important to you, or are becoming very important to you over the next 4 weeks. Relationships, the new ones that are coming in, the old ones that are exiting. It's like you are really learning how to and where to put that energy. Where are you investing your energy? How are you budgeting and saving your energy? Who are you putting your energy into? Are you still putting your energy into people that aren't reciprocal? Are you still putting your energy into people that aren't aligned with you? Are you putting your energy and your resources into those that are? So I feel like over the next 4 weeks, you're definitely coming into real big clarity on how important it is to stay in touch with your feelings, to show your feelings for these folks that are coming in. You know what I mean? I also feel like with that 10 of cups, whoever you're connecting with, it's like really, I'm picking up soul family. I'm picking up just like soulmate energy. Again, anchoring in the grace of gratitude. The 10 of cups is about a big perception shift, awakening, right? It's like seeing the bigger picture. Like this family, like they're way outside. They had to leave the confines of their house and come outside so they could take a gander and look and see like, wow, look at all our blessings. I feel like over the next 4 weeks, you're seeing that a lot clearly. It's very, very interesting. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and leave the initial spread right here. If you got enough from this, I see a lot of really beautiful, big things coming in for you. It's really a wonderful thing. I definitely want to go ahead and get into clarifying, guys. Again, always appreciate the likes and the follows and the subscribes. You got to stay hydrated, right? You got to stay hydrated. Let's see, what are our people saying here? Lisa, my chart is basically all fire and water and some air, no earth. I have like minimal earth. I'm the same. I'm all air and fire, and the water is dominant for me in my Aquarian signs. That's really cool, Lisa. And Sarah, yeah, I love it. Sarah's definitely masculine. I know, it's wild. All right, what specifically was going on in the past? Let's go ahead and start clarifying it. 33, 30, 35. Yeah, Spirit's like 8 of cups. You had to walk away from somebody or something. Walking away from people, shedding old relationships, old habits that are not helping to keep us in alignment. You know what I mean? A lot of you, again, I feel like this is also really coming through, learning to really trust your intuition with the 8 of cups, walking the path. Trusting that inner guidance. And the only way we really receive that inner guidance is when we slow down. You know what I mean? We're able to receive that inner guidance. Lisa, I feel you on the grounding. And it's so, so important that, especially those of us that have really dominant air and fire in our charts, it is a little bit more difficult. That's probably one of our big soul lessons here to learn. And so I cannot emphasize this enough. This was very loud for me personally because I'm on this journey with you guys. Okay. This reading is just as much for me as it is for you guys. But that's a very big lesson that people that have a lot of dominant air and fire in their charts must learn how to ground, especially as we are wrapping up 2024, especially as we're heading into 2025. Things are going to pick up, baby. The pace is going to pick up. And so we've got to learn how to slow it down. All right, so let's talk about the present. What's going on with this Five of Wands? I don't even want to josh. Spirit, show me this Five of Wands. What do the viewers want to know about the Five of Wands? Please help me understand. I just heard breaking the ceiling, breaking the ceiling. Like you're making progress. You're leveling up. 3, 2, and 1. The Emperor. Yep, the devil. What did I say? Spirit, you freaking rock. Holy crap. Yep, 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. You are learning. You are learning. You have been learning. So with the 5 of Wands being clarified by the Emperor, isn't that a cool card? By the Emperor, the Devil, and the 7 of Pentacles. I was talking about that earlier. You've been healing this wounded inner masculine. I mean, I was literally just talking about that with the archetype, the king. That is the Emperor, the divine masculine. Some of you have been dealing with the divine masculine. This is what's coming through. Some of you have been dealing with somebody who is a divine masculine in your life. And that may be somebody that had to exit the building in your life in the past, right? For those of you, for those of you that have definitely been working on this shedding of an ego, though, healing the inner masculine, right? Taking action, healing the inner masculine. You've been facing your shadow. You're breaking yourself free. Like that's what's literally happening right now. The cycle is ending and you are breaking yourself free of being cruel to yourself. Of stopping yourself, of blocking yourself from moving forward on your destiny, right? 7 of Pentacles, you've put in so much freaking work. You've put in so much work. I hope that you're so proud of yourself. Your team is super proud of yourself. I'm like getting a visual of people like angels and guides, like freaking jumping up and down and like high-fiving each other. And they want you to celebrate and acknowledge your achievements and your accomplishments. Time to take a pause right now in the present. And if you already are not doing that, I'm getting a baby chill on that on the tops of my thighs. It's time to sit down and really make sure, especially inventorying the lessons that you've really learned and the achievements that you've accomplished, whether those are achievements that achievements you've made in the material world or on your soul path, your depth work. It's really important before you can move on to the next level to really acknowledge all of those wins and celebrate yourself. Be proud of yourself. You've put the work in, man. There's a little bit more work coming your way. But you've really put the work in and broken free of that devil. For some of you, again, that devil could have been a person that you're breaking free of. That could also be something within you. Is there anything else I need to know, the viewer needs to know about the devil and the Emperor? Please and thank you, Spirit. I'm going to let you pop off a card if so. Otherwise, I'm going to move on. 3, 2. Yeah, nothing. We're done with it. Show me the Justice card. What's coming in over the next 4 weeks? What's coming in over the next 4 weeks with the collective for the Justice card, please and thank you. I just heard the song, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. What comes in after the rain? The rainbows come in. Spirit giving you a big nod and wink. What's coming in with the Justice card over the next 4 weeks, please and thank you, Spirit. What do the viewers want to know about the Justice card? I just heard this, it's coming into balance. 3, 2, and 1. Decisions and choices. Page of Pentacles, Four of Wands, Five of Swords, Three of Cups. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands, taking action. Definitely stepping up into your leader role. Like you're definitely trusting your capabilities and your skill set. You know what I mean? Page of Pentacles, there are new opportunities coming in. And so spirits, like we really want you to see very, very clearly. There's the Page of Pentacles, the bunny rabbit. It's giving me the energy of the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland. It's so funny because that was like one of the last songs I heard on the radio, my playlist before I was prepping for this, The White Rabbit by Jefferson Airplane. Page of Pentacles, you're integrating what you've learned over the next 4 weeks. You're integrating what you've learned over the next 4 weeks. Some of you, there's definitely, I'm hearing legal opportunity. I don't know if some of you are going to be settling on a case. Some of you are closing on a house. There's the Four of Wands. You're moving and relocating, or you're like solidifying some type of a contract with the Four of Wands. Others of you, again, celebrating some type of a union coming in. Five of Swords, Three of Cups. Five of Swords, Three of Cups. There's definitely some level of celebration. I feel like with the Five of Swords, it is possible that a testing phase may come up. And so what I mean by that is you've just come over this. Like, I feel like I'm twinkling and I'm sparkling right now with these lights. Anyway, I feel like with the Five of Swords and the Three of Cups, I feel like over the next 4 weeks, there's definitely some type of a possible testing phase that's going to come in where spirit wants you to understand that, yes, you've done this healing work and you've overcome this, and this phase is ending in terms of that emperor, like being hyper masculinized and like holding you back and blocking you, right? But it's really going to be important to recognize the patterns within yourself. Justice card, seeing very clearly that whatever internal dialogue is coming through over the next few weeks, whether that's internal, like manipulation or hyper judgment or being really critical and harsh with yourself, or whether that's you getting kind of kickback from other people, because I feel like that's possible too, that it's really important to, Three of Cups, stay anchored in your emotions and feelings, channeling gratitude and joy and love. Like, remember, you've learned how to alchemize, right? You've learned how to alchemize. So, it's like, stay in the energy of being celebratory. Stay in the energy. It's like there are 3 11s here, guys. I can't even make this shit up. It's like the Justice card is 11, and then we have the 11 11s that typically show up in the Four of Wands. So what I mean by that is, it's like, make sure that you are definitely celebrating your wins. Give me more energy in terms of what's coming in with the 10 of Cups, please and thank you. Three, 2, and 1. The Lovers, Two of Cups. Holy crap, I love this. Three of Pentacles, the Star. Okay, so I was getting a download as I was shuffling that, another download on the clarification for the Justice card. Over the next 4 weeks, you are going to, I feel like you're going to understand. I was picking up on third party. This is for a very select few of you. But I feel like you're going to come into the knowledge, learning about Page of Pentacles, some type of union. I feel like an ex from your past is getting hitched, or it's going to come out that they're with somebody that they were unfaithful with you. That's a very, very very, very specific message for some of you. It's not for all of you, but I felt called to speak of it because I feel like, and there's a confirmation with the police sirens, but I feel like that's part of a test that's coming at you. It's basically something that normally would have set you back into that negative thinking, that sadness trance about what was lost in the past and or the drama within you, right? And I feel like that is a test that is being presented to you so that you can show yourself that you can truly alchemize that, right? And you're going to pass it. And the reason that I say that is because the 10 of Cups is clarified by the Lover's card. Again, for some of you, really coming into union with your soul. For others of you, someone new is coming in. It could be a Libra. I've also got Sagittarius on the board. I've got Capricorn energy on the board as well. Someone new coming in with an offer. It could be a love offer. It could be some type of a business proposal, some type of a collaboration coming in. Two of Cups is going to be really, really fulfilling. Again, I was talking about the Two of Cups earlier. You really coming into alignment with the universe, manifesting because you have integrated your masculine and feminine energies. I'm going back and forth on these story threads, guys, so bear with me. The channels are coming in pretty fast. And again, that's why I say this is a timeless reading, and I'm picking up on a lot of different energy threads. It's really just important to take what resonates, don't make it fit. Because again, I'm toggling back and forth between romance, work, soul path, right? Anyway, back to the sitch. Integrating divine masculine and feminine, integrating is putting you in position of alignment with the universe to really manifest very rapidly. For others of you, someone new is coming in, someone or a group of people coming in. Could be love, could be friends. Again, Three of Pentacles and the Star card. Big, big healing, big, big wishes, lots of really amazing, juicy optimism, fun. I'm really digging this for you. Really, really digging this for you. Yeah, Three of Wands on the bottom of the deck for that. That's totally like whatever it is that you've asked for to manifest. Here it is right here, three of Wands. It's prayers are being answered. The manifestations are coming. You're expanding. What is the final guidance? I'm sorry. Yeah, Spirit's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Did you have any other messages for the viewer on the clarification in what's happening over the next 4 weeks, please and thank you? If you don't pop off the card, I'll know that I got it. Yeah. It's funny because I think I was speaking earlier in the reading when I was talking about there's other cards in the deck that represent alchemizing. And I said the Star card is one of them. Star card represents Aquarius. It's the water bearer. It's the only zodiac sign that is connected to two elements. That's air and water because they are the water bearer. So they're connected to the cosmos, to the divine realm, and they're also connected to the element of emotions. And so a lot of air signs, a lot of Aquarians in this life, you're here, right now. You're learning how to feel and be in your emotions without being unhealthily, that's not even a word, without being detached, like avoiding them. It's like the ultimate act of service. You're here to be in service of humanity. Okay, so there's no more messages for those clarifications. Let's go ahead and get final guidance. Let's get final tarot guidance at 4820. What is the final guidance or action for this beautiful collective for their best, most blessed, please and thank you? Sarah, oh my God, for me, my challenge is emotions. I'd rather stick to logic. I feel you on that one, sister. Before I do this, she brings up an amazing point. It's so poignant to this whole reading because I literally was just reading about that. I can't even remember where, but it was like, in this lifetime, it's really important for us to learn not to be led by the logic, to go within ourselves to find the answers, not to let the ego percolate those answers. So I feel you on that, Sarah. All right, what's the final guidance for the next 4 weeks for this collective, please and thank you? 3, 2. All right, cool. Anything else? 3. Yep. Okay. Wow. 2 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. So the guidance is the 3 of Wands, the grace of expectancy. Think of this as like your blank canvas. Like you get to create whatever you want. When you are integrating, I said this over and over again, you're integrating your masculine and feminine energies. You can basically manifest whatever the hell you want, as long as it's, you know, for the betterment of all. The grace of expectancy is not doing things, expecting things in return. The grace of expectancy is trusting and knowing and believing in yourself and in the divine as co-creators, bringing things to fruition together. So it's like trust in that, what do I want to say? I don't even know the word. Trust in that over worthlessness and doubt and procrastination. This is the 8 of Swords. No. Because again, over the next 4 weeks, I feel like very, very poignant message. There's going to be testing. This is a test of the emergency broadcast system. That's what my guides always tell me when I'm like wigging out, when I'm like, oh my God, I'm stuck in the squeeze. And what the hell is going on here? No, stay anchored in the grace of expectancy. Realize that every thought, every feeling, every emotion that you stay in, you're literally creating what's going to happen next. That's powerful. Don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid of it. All right, I want to get a couple of oracles. Let's wrap this up with some oracles. What else? What else does Spirit want this collective to know about what is unfolding for them? I think it's so funny how I heard that song, When You Wish Upon a Star, because it's like, that's totally about manifesting. That song, that Disney song, you know what I mean? 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to go through a few oracles, guys. I feel called to do it. New life. Oh, F yeah. This is bomb ass. Oh my God. On the bottom of the deck, transformation. Ba-boom. We've been talking about the death and rebirth cycle this whole time. I love this so much. New life. New life is coming in for you, my loves. Anchor into the excitement of that. You know, it's like truth, 4, structure, number 4, again, correlated to the Emperor energy, 4, earth, building from a place of integrity and trust, right? It's like, know that during the next 4 weeks, like you are always divinely protected, right? But especially when you're going through these types of soul lessons, when it comes to integrating divine masculine and divine feminine, it's like when you're going through the testing phase, don't be wigging out about what you're manifesting. Know that you are extra protected during that testing phase, because the divine wants the best for you. It's like you're going through this initiation process. You haven't been fully released yet. I'm hearing release the McCracken. Not McCracken, Kraken. What movie is that from? The Kraken, Perseus, Andromeda, Clash of the Titans. You are protected. You are protected during this testing phase. So don't question it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. 3, 6, 8. That's earthly. You are protected. And the last one that came through, oh my God, I can't even believe this. These cards add up to 5. 1 plus 4 is 5, right? 5 is change. That pessimism and sadness, that ego shedding, right? Look at what's coming in. Affluence. Another number 5, 55. It's like there is such an amazing amount of abundance coming in for all of you. Like it is, you can't even fathom it. So it's like with this green color, it's the color of the heart chakra, right? It's like when your intention behind whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, whatever it is that you're trying to create, when your intention is pure and it's coming from the heart and you're being led by the heart and you're honoring the soul, dude, it's a done deal. It's written in the stars. You got to trust and believe that. So Let's find out what this collective needs to surrender. What does the collective need to surrender to or surrender? Sarah, you're so right. She's like, yep, that's the challenge of being masculine coming out of that. You have to let go of control. That is so freaking huge. And that's hard for someone who loves logic. But here we are on the journey. Yep. Hugs and kisses, baby. Hugs and kisses on that. What does this collective need to surrender for their back? What do they need to choose? What do they need to choose to surrender or surrender to over the next 4 weeks? Please and thank you, Spirit. Help us. Help us. Help me. Help them. 3, 2, and 1. Ha! Yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's a good point, Spirit. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Bottom of the deck, surrender to trust. Surrender to non-action. Unicorn vibes, man. Surrender to non-action. Being instead of doing. Here's that divine feminine energy. Green is the color. And again, that's all about like coming from the heart, being soul led. It says, now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. Magnetic, magnetizing, that ties in with affluence. It's also surrendering to prayer. Leaning into connecting with the divine, leaning into connecting with great spirit, or however you refer to the highest of the high. Did you know that you can actually pray for healing? You can pray for healing the things that you cannot heal within yourselves. You can pray for healing the wounded masculine or the wounded feminine within you. You can be as specific or non-specific as you want, but when it comes from your heart, it's going to be recognized and answered. Surrender your addictions. What's coming through for me is the addictions of cycling back into the old patterns and the habits. So when you're going through that testing phase, right, and you're going to be able to recognize it, you're going to remember this reading and be like, oh my God, here it is. Boom. Don't fall back into old patterns. This is about you breaking free of all of that. The way that you think, the way that you feel, your belief structures, right? Things that keep you out of balance, people that trigger you and put you out of balance. Don't go back. This isn't about going backwards, my loves. This is about moving forward. So I really, really like that. Okay, last oracles, and then we're going to call it. If you're still here with me, wowza, thank you so very much. Posi affirmations, Spirit. What posi affirmations will this collective benefit from? Please and thank you. What do the viewers want to know? Something to anchor into over the next 4 weeks. Please and thank you. I have a rescue kit. I don't know about you guys. I have a little baby notebook. It's my rescue kit of prayers, of affirmations, any type of references to any type of books or scriptures that really lift me up, different areas. I even have, things in that little journal that, music, songs, playlists, anything that I know helps me alchemize and shift. So if you don't have, a rescue journal with those types of tools that help you alchemize and shift, because let's face it, when we're in the squeeze, when you're stuck in the squeeze, okay, and you're going through it, especially those testing periods, it's like your mind is racing so fast. How it's so hard to get into that face and grounding. And sometimes that masculine energy is blocking us from doing the very things that we freaking know are going to help us. So that's a great time to pull at that journal and thumb through it. And yep, this is what I need to read to pull it out. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Anything else? Posi affirmations, please and thank you. 3, 2, and 1. Yep. This is good stuff, man. See, I love this. Friendliness. This is a really 111 on the clock, kick ass. This is a really great way to alchemize and shift. When you're feeling helpless, go help someone else. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today, I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving lives simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. The next one that came through was inspiration. I love, love, love this. There is a voice of inspiration within me. Right now, it's only a whisper, but the more I listen, the louder it will get. And soon it will be like a flawless speech voiced by James Earl Jones. That's the guy that played Darth Vader. Through a megaphone with lots of applause. This is totally referencing you listening. And I don't like that they have it in the mind, because our inspiration and our guidance comes through our heart, not the head. The head is the masculine energy that we filter those inspired ideas through. It helps us to formulate the actionable steps to execute. Okay. But this is really a testament to building up the muscle of following our intuition, building up our psychic muscle. Okay. And your psychic muscle is just like a physical muscle in the body. It needs to be exercised. It needs to be worked out to build up that strength, to build up that trust. So the more that you act on this inner guidance, right? The more that you become trusting it, you see the results. And even if the results aren't panning out the way you want, keep going at it, because that's how you learn to discern what's coming from your actual heart and what's coming from the mind, right? And so the last one, I think this is really, really, really important. Everyone is a teacher. So these people that are exiting your life, these people that are coming into your life, even yourself to some degree, your angels, your guides, everyone is a teacher. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The ones who give me the fun lessons are the ones I called friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part in making me a better person. You guys, I freaking love that so much. Holy crap. Bye, Sarah. Thank you so much, my loves. Chef's kiss vibes. You guys, this is where I'm going to wrap it up. It's been a minute. It's been an hour. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that there was some resonance in it for you. If there was, please drop something in the comments and let me know how it resonates. If there are certain types of spreads or certain types of readings or questions that you want me to channel for you with spirit, drop it in the comments. Let me know. Until the next time, my loves. Oh, yeah. Check me out Thursday for a 12/12 portal reading. Until the next time, my loves, be well, love well, live well. I love you all. Chef's kiss vibes. You're welcome.